See you in a few.
See ya. It's the G-Quest. It's the new Gundam series. Sort of like an Evangelion design. Time to pop this open. A lot of tiny parts for a high grade. I got this just this morning. The pre-orders came in. I wasn't even expecting it, so I decided to change plans. I was building the Iron Sicky, and I got as far as this, and then decided I'm going to switch over to this one. I think it's going to need some painting to be finished, but I like all the detail. Oh, that's a nice... I hoped it was like that. It's not a white. It's like a really light pale blue. Always nice to see their latest build technology. Sort them in order. C, A, B.
Got a few kits building the Choo-Choo's Demi Trainer from Witcher Mercury. I also got the figurized standard of the protagonist, Soletta Mercury. 30-minute missions Gatling gun to give to Soletta. I got the whole kit pre-snipped out. Hopefully I can clean them up before the end of the day. The greens and the grays, those are all part of the Demi Trainer, and then all the reds and the whites and the blacks, it's all the Soletta kit. Something I developed over time, because initially it would be like, all right, do a step, snip it out with like the, just chunkier nippers, and then take something to, a bit more precise to, snip off the nub, and then you go for like a hobby knife or like the sanding tool to clean it up. But then I was tired of just like constantly swapping the tools, and so I wanted to just be like, snip out all of a piece and then remove all the nubs and then clean up the really precise stuff like the knife or the sanding.
The army's really good at
I was working on my Death Singer. So many legs. All these holes are polycap. On the sides you have to clamshell like 11 polycaps and line them all perfectly without any ability to adjust them, and it was a pain. 20 minutes to get like everything to start meshing together properly. It was annoying. Remember, it's just a mild kit, it cannot hurt you.
There's 6 boxes. In each box with no instructions. Some of these are like come smaller with like some of these. So like each one just comes with like a few runners, and all your goal is to build all of them to create that thing. Doing this one.
Perfect Grade Unleashed, and I got the clear armor for it. Just doing it and not scraping all the armor, like learning how to clean it nicely, slowed me down. But that was fun because it was a really nice layered kit. Probably took a few weeks all told to get all done.
That has to be the Gorgeous from Zoid's HHHM line. That thing took me like a month to do. That had so many parts to it. You should have seen the boxes, it's huge. And now that thing is just permanently on my little shelf.
My Perfect Grade RX-78, 2+ years now, still being built. Look at it every once in a while. I'm at the stage where I'm just panel lining it and putting on the decals, so I just want to take my time with it. I want to make sure it's done right.
Zeta Vercall, definitely. Took like
So I knew it was going to be delayed like
2 weeks and pretty hard to make. The transformation was really hard.
Master Grade Gundam RX-78 2.0 I think was probably the longest. I just had a bunch of problems building it. It was one of the first Master Grades I made.
Not as long as it took me to build the Avalanche exit.
No, not that long.
That's the only Master Grade that I built, and I think for the past 4 months when I came here, I was just working on. It was just more pieces than any kit I built before. And I only work on it here, so that's why it dragged out for so long.
Definitely the Perfect Grade Endless Waltz Wing Zero Gundam. It was 14 hours of misery. Things wouldn't stay together, parts were just not connecting. It was just overcomplicated, and then the end product was just a floppy mess that ended up just breaking on itself. The last Perfect Grade I will ever build.
it probably was Perfect Grade Unleashed RX-70. So many parts. It's reasonable why it's that long.
That would be the Master Grade Gundam Age 2 Magnum. And it was a decently large kit. It's like a typical Gundam, but it has like a bunch of drones attached to it. It was like the first time I was painting a kit with an airbrush, and also finding the right time and weather conditions to spray, because humidity and temperature affect airbrushing a lot. Yeah, that took me, over the course of maybe like a month.
Guys, what are we building today?
Destiny Gundam. Picked it up at the Gundam Pro Shop. Just the feet. I like the wings on it. When I saw the Strike Freedom, I liked the wings too, and I thought if I made another wing Gundam, I can like put it next to the other Freedom. I just need to put on the other weapons.
He pretty much is done. Doing the Double Zeta. I've had this in the archives for a while. It's about time to get it done.
I'm just starting on the Zeta Verka. I got it in a giveaway a couple months ago. I just started. Just the first step.
About almost half done with the dark matter Exia. Just like the colors.
A couple high grades, an aerial.
Shin burning Gundam.
The Type 0 near Vosh. Yeah, I've already got the body, I've got the head built. So I'm going out of order. I built the newer one like a couple months back. So I was like, well, let me get the old one so I can, have both.
D2, number what? Tell them what you're working on.
You want to see the picture of it?
Oh, very cool.
How long have you been working on it?
Maybe for 6 minutes and 7 seconds.
Maybe a half hour.
Half hour.
I thought it had some cool colors, and I thought he would really like to do it. It had good ratings, that it was an easy beginner kit.
We actually don't do much at home. We kind of leave it right here.
Yeah, because if we do something wrong and people don't know how to, because you guys are the professionals of it, and people at our house isn't really well, us, we're really professionals at it, but my grandmother and my grandfather, they're not really pros at it, so we just come here to know whatever, and if we make a mistake, we can just ask you guys, so yeah.
We've learned a lot since we came here though, huh?
Oh yeah.
A lot of people that helped us.
You can get help.
Yes.
If you need it. That's very cool.
Yeah, it was about everybody we've ever asked. Always helped us. He just helped us out. We had a piece that I was looking at for about 2-3 minutes, couldn't figure it out. I was like, man, can you look at this for a second and take a look at it? Grabs it, just goes, whoop, snaps it right together in about 2 seconds.
I used to build plastic models as a kid. I was never good at it. And so I knew that Gundam models looked really cool, and I finally got one of the entry grades, and I realized how much easier it was to put together and how much better the results were. And so then I just really started falling into it really hard, and I've been building them for about a little over a year now. When I came home for the holidays, I realized that Gundam Pros was in my backyard, and so I came and immediately got a Grandpa Gundam 3.0. Which was really fun.
Back in the day, in the early 2000s, when Toonami was on Cartoon Network, I first saw G Gundam. Yeah, I liked it, never really finished it at the time, but then I just kind of forgot about Gundam as a franchise. I think 2022, one of my friends, we were all in a group chat, and he was streaming Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, and so I watched along with that for a while. One of my friends started posting pictures of him, and he was like, hey, guys, look at this, and he built it was a high-grade Sazabi. A lot of my friends started playing the Gundam Evolution game before it got shut down. And then I was like, Then I got really tempted by that. Well, I started with an Evangelion kit, and then I went down the Gundam Pros, and then I picked up a kit of that, and everyone was just very kind and welcoming and helpful with, someone who was completely new to the hobby at the time like myself, and so I just decided to just keep coming back.
I've always enjoyed mecha series and sci-fi. And at the time, I was into Lego, and I was like, they were just getting so expensive. And for the same length of time of build, Gundam is cheaper than Lego at this point. So, and there's a lot more variation, a lot of mechanics of it, and that's, as an engineer, I kind of find it interesting. How many ways can you do a shoulder joint? Every mech series has its own idea of how to do a shoulder joint. That's interesting too.
I think my first original drawing of Gundam was Newberry Comics nearby here had a kit of Gundam, the Unicorn Gundam, and I was like, I wonder what this is going to be like. And then I kind of was on and off Gunpla, but then I watched Jabba the Hong, and he did a lot of Gundam reviews. And he had a lot of this cool stuff, and I was like, oh, this looks neat. I want to try this more. Yeah, it was back in 2015, 2014. Actually, I think it was 2013. I think I really got into the hobby in 2016, 2017. That's when I truly started. And then the addiction just kicked in. I found Gundam Pros when it was at the Sorosui Plaza. When I first saw the Gundam Pros soar, I'm pretty sure I had to take a double take. As I was just left dumbfounded that, oh God.
My first time.
Very first kit he's built.
Yeah, and guess what?
Legos.
And guess what? We're gonna do a battle.
There's a robot at home.
Okay.
So we can battle with him.
I technically got interested back in 2020 when I was playing a SD game.
About 5 years then, right?
Yeah.
I started when I was 8, maybe 10 years or so.
A couple of years now. It was actually watching Gundam Seed. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot.
Since about high school, since I was like 16, I took a break for a little bit and got back into it end of last year. Took like a 4-year hiatus. Now I'm back into it.
Gotta be about like 3-4 years now. I went to Target one day to go pick up like groceries and junk and what have you. So I went down the toy aisle to go buy some stuff for my cousins and stuff. And then at the end, I saw like the puzzles and all that. And then I saw the Gundams were right near the puzzles and a bunch of other like Pokemon kits and stuff. And then I saw a like full entry grade RX-78-2, and I picked them up from there. And that was it. That was just that.
3 or 4 years. First time I built was in 2019.
Happy 5.
Happy 5, yes. And I've been obviously started building back when Walter had his store at the Taunton Mall, the physical store at the mall. We were already building at that point.
I'd say I've been a builder on and off for over 13 years. Maybe 11 years old, I probably got my first Gundam kit from Kmart.
Cool.
But only recently I've actually gotten into the serious side of it, of trying to use the right tools and make everything look clean.
My name is Griffith. I'm working on the Gundam 7. I just started like an hour and a half or so. It's going pretty good. We got the head and the chest done. I panel lined it up a little bit too. Oh, this is the gym Moroccan front type.
I am building the Gundam G-Set.
Thanks. Working on the Gundam NT1 today. So far, torso and arms, but decent progress.
I'm building the real grade L-Strike Gundam. I've gotten legs and a head.
I've got the Astray Gold Flame and Materasu, real grade. This took me 2 hours to do. Got some interesting movement in it, but all the pistons and everything, it all builds upon the inner frame right there. It's basically like it's a 1/44th scale master brain. So everything's a lot smaller. And a lot of pieces keep falling off.
I built this little tiny Psyduck. He's very stressed, as you can see.
Now, how long did that take you?
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
2 minutes.
How goes it, Lauren?
Alright, how's it going with you?
Pretty good, pretty good. What you doing?
Taking it slow today. Only built a couple little things from Kaiju number 8. New anime. Has to this point from last month, but we're working on her legs now.
I call him the Toad because he looks like a toad, green and just stubby, and he has a giant hammer. And so I'm excited to build him. Started to build the main frame of the body. Is what I'm doing. His hand, his regular sized Gundam hand, it's so tiny compared to the rest of them, yeah.
I'm working on Granddaddy SD cross silhouette guy. I like going through and cleaning everything, and then just a lot. It's kind of like putting Legos together when you're done cutting everything out and cleaning it, you know. So now you get that. Oh wow, the legs are done, the body's done, everything. Put it all together, and it's like wow, it's right there now. So I like that. Yeah. Plus, it's a little bit more like calming to cut everything out and then sand it down, then going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I feel like that's a lot more effort than it has to be. That's just me. Everybody's got their process.
It's a Chinese kit, but it's called Giant X.
How long you been at it?
About 30 minutes.
Oh, did you go to the warehouse this morning?
Yeah, I went to the warehouse.
Very cool, very cool. How about you, bud?
I'm building the Justice.
Ah, very cool.
Let's see. Got a part of the inner frame done.
Yeah.
Working on the arm.
Watching some of your diorama stuff from the last video, and was looking to put something together, but I want to do like 3 or 4 of these guys, different types, like in a, formation something.
Jacob!
Yay!
Oh, Tristan!
How are we making out, guys?
Wonderful.
Oh, pretty well.
So what percentage finish are you?
99%, I would say.
90. Oh, okay.
I have like a couple little bits to put in, like 2 knobs there, knobs here.
Oh, okay. And you're done.
This sprue is it. That's it.
Well, it's nice to have everything labeled and separated, so as you're working, you know what sprue everything's from, so you can go back to it. Try to have everything as close together as possible. That way you can just pick right back up when you get home.
There you go.
It feels like you're not getting a lot of progress done, but then once you're done cutting everything out, sanding it, and you slap it all together at once, it's so gratifying.
Oh, yeah.
To see the whole thing all done at once.
It's really nicely detailed and articulated.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Done.
Yeah, it came out really good. It was really fun to build. Managed to finish it in one session, which was surprising. Super psyched.